Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Talking more on problem solving. It's funny that I don't know why it's taken me so long to even talk about it, because problem solving is probably one of the best skills you could possibly have. I would think for me, when I look as an employee as a valuable asset, one of the things that really makes him stand out is his problem solving skills. Nowadays I understand they're trying to stupefy the people. They're trying to make everybody really stupid. They want to make people blindly follow. And the reason is, in government, they love people to blindly follow. They want the bureaucrats to just do what they're told. Don't try to think things out. The military, the police, they don't want you thinking. They really want you to just kind of do as you're told. And so, and problem solving is definitely a free thinker. Definitely, you can only be a problem solver with an open mind. A problem solver has got to have good control over their emotions, and the reason is you don't want to get stubborn. You don't want to just either this is my way or no way, or you don't want to get to, well, I don't like this person, so I don't like their idea. You know what I mean? You really have to be able to have very good social people skills, because you need to be able to talk and communicate with others. Because when on problem solving, what you do is you don't really look at the problem. The problem is just like in health. The problem is the symptom. And like I say, if your arm hurts, that's a symptom of something got you to that point. Well, that's the same thing with a problem. Whatever your problem is, that is a symptom, and you need to backtrack and see what led up to that problem. Where could that problem could have been stopped somewhere back somewhere. It went step to step to step to become a problem. There was some steps further back where you could have done something different and it wouldn't have turned into a problem. A matter of fact, more than likely, it could have turned into a solution, not a problem. A lot of times, problems are where the solution wasn't you were on the wrong track you were looking for a solution, but you were on the wrong track to get that solution, and that's where you became a problem. So you need to be able to think with an open mind and be able to look at yourself openly. And I don't know, when if you've been watching my videos, I try to tell you what I'm thinking. I'm not saying I'm right, so I'll just tell you what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking, this is what I see, and this is where I'm planning on going with this, and then it doesn't get there and it turns into a problem, and then I've got to come up with a solution to that problem. And really, I'm pretty quick. I'm pretty quick on making the problem happen, and then I'm pretty quick on getting rid of that problem. Like I say, when I'm going for a certain goal, and so I got a long-range goal, a project that I'm working on, a long-range project. The end part of the project should be this, and so I'm going to take small goals, and they're all going towards the end result. Now that end result, well, as I'm taking these small steps and I see it's not quite working quite right, then I will adjust the small step to the side and try something different. And I will continue doing that until I reach my goal, or I figure out the goal that I set was not adequately thought out. And I'm gonna give you just a couple of examples that I've started on and I haven't been able to get done, and I'm to the point of giving up on them. And it's funny because I've been making videos step by step showing you what I'm doing to reach these goals, but I haven't been able to get it. I mean, the closer I get, the more I see I don't have the proper plans to make it happen. So I've ended up not doing it. Now right now they're pretty much on the back burner, and I'm going to tell you what they are. I don't want you thinking, hey man, I mean, I set my mind on something, I go get it done, because a lot of things I don't get done. And but anyway, one of them is I'm making a vest, and it's a leather vest, and now see, one of the things is, remember I talked about if your plan isn't fully thought out. That's my problem with this vest. I want it as an everyday vest, but I want it as a tactical vest. And really, there's two different things. And I'm trying to make it one thing, and I can't make it one thing that's going to be doing the job like I want it to do. And so it's funny because I've been making videos on I'm making the pattern and how I made the pattern. Made it out of newspaper first, and then I put it on cotton, a lot of cotton material, and I'm pinning it. I'm doing it all to myself. Like I say, I don't have anybody to help me, so I'm doing it all on myself, and I'm trying to. And then when I get it all set up, I want a pocket here. I want to put a knife here. I want to put a gun there. I want to put, so, but I can't do it at the same time the way I want it, because I also want it to give me support, give my upper body support. And I'm not much in body armor, but if I can give myself some support, it'll make it easier for me when somebody's hitting me or using a knife, tomahawk, this type of stuff. It'll give me a small degree of protection, and so that's where the tactical part is coming in. And I haven't been able to do it, and so I've come to a certain spot and I pretty much stopped. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is, and this was going to one that's going to really, I thought was going to really excite everybody, is I don't know how to sail a boat. And so what I wanted to do was learn sailing. And that's one of the reasons why I went to Honduras. Honduras has got some ports that the people that own boats, privately owned boats, they stop in there. Guatemala's got one port over on the Caribbean side, and that's what I was going to do, is hit these ports and hire on as a deckhand on a sailboat, and then I would be off weeks or months in the Caribbean learning how to sail. and that was just the small goals that I was working on. What I'm really looking for is I'm wanting to sail the world, and I want to sail the Orient and Mediterranean, and I want to sail all over. And I'm not talking about on a cruise boat. I'm talking about me doing the sailing, and I want to help somebody. But it's going to be, I'm doing it just like I did the oil business. When I went into oil business, I knew nothing about the oil business, and so then I hired on for free, and just in a matter of a few months, I had my first oil well. And so because I'm doing hands-on learning, so I learn really quick and I can move on. That's what I was trying to do with the sailing. I wanted to learn how to sail. I don't know if I'm going to buy a sailboat or rent a sailboat, or just go working on a sailboat, or join a pirate group and steal a sailboat. I don't know what I was going to do. I've never done anything like that before. So that was one of the things that I was working on. So, and like I say, but I've come up against problems, and I wasn't able to fulfill it. And it's funny because I've got some videos already made up on preparing to do all this stuff, but I haven't been able to get into that next step, and that's to get my feet wet, get right into it. And that's because all kinds of weird things have been going on to me in my life. So that got me kind of sidetracked on what I was going to do. But that's what I'm saying. So problem solving, you have to have an open mind. You have to be able to be ready to get into it, to do what you have to do, and think it out. Don't be scared about having problems, and and that's why I feel sorry for perfectionists, because they want everything to be right, otherwise they won't do it. Well, this is one of these things. As a problem solver, things don't always turn out right. Not all my problems get solved, and for sure they don't. Well, let me put it. Just about all my problems get solved, but they don't always get solved the way I had it originally figured out. Like I say, things change, and that's another reason why I can handle change pretty well. One of the reasons is because of my problem solving skills. So think and have an open mind, and be ready for new things coming into your mind. Be ready to do new things. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.